Hello, and welcome back to Skies of Arcadia. In the previous episode, we made it to the hidden Valuan base at Dangrel Island, and we learned of their plans to venture into deep sky. We also learned that Galshan is up to no good, and it seems that he and a number of the admirals plan to turn traitor to the Valuan Empire. In the end, we did manage to steal the plans to the ship that they were going to build, or were in the process of building. So hopefully we will be able to join them in deep sky and put a stop to whatever it is they're doing. Unfortunately, those plans came at a rather steep cost, as Admiral Gregorio sacrificed himself to ensure that we made a clean getaway. But we're gonna make sure that that wasn't done in vain, so let's land at Crescent Isle and see what happens. Here we are, and you, Brabham, I have some things that you might want to see. Yes, he seems quite amazed. What's this? These are plans to enable a ship to enter deep sky. Well, can you use these plans to modify the Delphinus? Darn tootin', but it'll take me some time. I can't wait to get started. I can have it done in 10 days. Good. If anyone can do it, it's you. And I gave the ship schematics to Brabham. And work commences. Modifications to the Delphinus began on that day. We needed 10 days to finish our preparations. Crescent Isle began to bustle with activity. Using the blueprints that we took from Valua, Brabham was hard at work rebuilding the engine of the Delphinus. I can't wait to see what lies in deep sky with my own eyes. Far beneath the great blue sky, beneath the clouds, I can already imagine that the atmospheric pressure must be high. We must reinforce the Delphinus's hull to make sure it doesn't collapse under the pressure. Ever since that day, Enrique began to spend more and more time by himself. Looking back, losing Gregorio must have been the hardest thing Enrique has ever faced. Poor guy. And then, on the 10th day, night fell on Crescent Isle. I remember lying awake in my bed for a long period of time before I finally fell asleep. And the music box plays. Wakey, wakey, Vice. I still don't feel rested. Maybe because I stayed up all night the day before yesterday working on the Delphinus. I should head over to the port. If everything went according to schedule, the modifications should be finished by now. Okay, off to the port then. Now, as a side note, something that we know that Vice doesn't is that Galshan had ordered the modifications to their own ship to be finished within the week, so they should already be done. We might have some competition. Now, also, I've never done this before, but yeah, we have a fireman pole. We can just sort of slide down. Who needs to take the ramps? Hey, buddy, how's it going? Oh, Captain Vice, we finished modifying the Delphinus right on time. Lower the pressure shutters. Ah, very good, very good. Start the submergence engine! Well, what do you think? We have successfully converted the Delphinus into a cloud-delving machine! Ah, good job, Brabham! Now we'll be able to enter deep sky. You really are the best. Why, thank you, little lady. But before you go, I heard there's some sort of vortex near Shrine Island. You might be able to submerge through there. Ah, the vortex near Shrine Island. Got it. All right, everyone, let's get going. Vice, wait a second. Enrique? Actually, there's something important I wanted to talk to you about. I must return to Valua. I cannot travel with you any longer. This will be my last voyage with you aboard the Delphinus. What? Galtian and the Armada have freed themselves from the control of the Valuan Empire and are acting of their own free will. Galtian probably has some sort of terrible scheme planned. I must return to Valua and report this news to my mother. He must be stopped. Well, that is true. You can't. It's too dangerous, Enrique. I know the dangers that I face, and I'm sure that my mother won't readily listen to anything I have to say, but I am still the Prince of Valua. It is my duty to go. But, Enrique... Oh, Moegi's here. Princess, do not worry about me. I don't plan on dying just yet. I will return. This I swear. No. Aww. Vice, after we get Fina's ship, could you bring me to Sailor's Island? I'll be able to borrow a ship there. I hope you know what you're doing. Yeah, you and me both. I mean, if anybody can stop Galtian, maybe the Valuans can? Maybe that's wishful thinking. Okay, so here we are approaching Dangrel Island again. And it looks like they've finished their rail line that leads to this little island over on the other side. But I believe that the vortex they were talking about is around here somewhere too. Where is it? Where is it? Do I just, like, dip into the sky? No, that would be far too easy. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, is that it? Do I see it there? Yes, I think this is it. Okay, down we go into... Oh, wait, I saw it. There, into the vortex. Well, here we go. Fingers crossed. Oh, that does not look pleasant. Do we really have to go through that vortex? Yeah, I'm afraid you do. I'm afraid I don't know anything about deep sky. I'm a little scared. The world beneath the clouds, where not even light can reach. Alright, we're going under. We have to find Fina's ship. Close the pressure shutters. Yeah, preparing to dive. Start the submergence engine! Submerge! Here we go. No guts, no glory, I guess. Ooh, and here we go. Submerging ever deeper, down toward deep sky. It's kind of windy down here, actually. Oh yes, here we can see the surface. There are mountains and things that we're going past. Ah. And we arrive at the very bottom of the world. So, this is the world beneath the clouds. It's kinda creepy. The surface is covered in a thick layer of mud. Fina's ship is probably stuck in it somewhere. How are we supposed to look for Fina's ship down here? Could be anywhere. Oh, don't worry. Brabham told me before we left that he installed something called Moonstone Sonar into the Delphinus. It's a device that uses the energy from the moonstones to detect physical objects. You can use it by pressing the B button. Once you press the button, the sonar will send out a wave of energy. If it detects anything, a question mark will appear on the map. But if it doesn't find anything, nothing will happen. You will need to send out a few sonar waves as we move around in order to try and pinpoint where the object is. Then, once we've narrowed the location down, press the A button to lower the crane. Ooh, the claw. If there's something under the mud, the crane should pull it out. I see. Find it with sonar, then pull it out with the crane, huh? The sonar uses a lot of energy, so we can only use it 10 times. But if we go back above the clouds, we can recharge the sonar to be able to use it 10 more times. So, if we run out of sonar charges, we just go back up, huh? Okay, let's start searching. Yes. Here we are. This is the bottom of the world. This is deep sky. Like Enrique was explaining, if you press the B button, then if there is anything of interest within these 9 squares, they will all turn into question marks. And if there is nothing of interest in those 9 squares, then they simply highlight like this. So you have to use the sonar often to try to eliminate squares that don't have anything. You always want to carve some off. You see, we've narrowed it down to just these 4, but I'm quite confident that this is the one we're looking for. Yeah, I have received 1 piece of Valorium, the first item of note in Deep Sky, and there are 3 items of note in Deep Sky. The other one is up in this corner somewhere, I think. Let's just make sure. Yeah, looks like there's something. And now we can try carving some of these off again. Or not. Okay, so the item I'm looking for is actually in these 3 spaces right here. I don't remember. Is it the middle one? Huh. Evidently not. But you know what? This is for the best. Because we get to see what happens if we don't find what we're looking for. We wind up battling one of these happy fellows. Now, as you will note, our entire grid is dark. We have no idea where this thing is. So, one thing we can do is rely on the magic of arc whale torpedoes, because Tika Tika, through whatever witchcraft he uses to, use the torpedoes, they always hit. So at the very least, we can just launch torpedoes until it works. But you can also pay attention to their patterns in the cutscene that plays. As long as they're beside us, that would have been a place where we could hit it. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Yes, you assess that damage. Please do. Huh. I did not recall these things being quite so fragile. Uh-oh. Ooh, bazap. Ah, nothing to it. That's not even 2,000 damage. Yeah, see, because this fish is right beside us, if I had attacked this round, I would have actually been able to hit it. Oh, it stayed pretty close to me that whole time, actually, but it doesn't matter because this torpedo is gonna finish you off real good. Oh, preparing an attack. Are you gonna get it? The answer is no. Get out of here. And as always, there it goes exploding. Okay. And what do we get? We get some stuff. We get some items. That soundproofing is actually a ship part. It's one of those useless ones that's purely aesthetic, I think. Not that you can see it anyway. It might actually be something that you don't get unless you have, what's her name? Khalifa on your team. So it's kind of rare, maybe. Let's try the next square over. If it wasn't that last one, I'm pretty sure it's this one. Oh yeah, here we go. I have received a piece of Velorium. Very nice, very nice. So now, there is one more thing that we can find, and that thing is Fina's ship. However, and this is important, we need to save. You can't save down here, so we're getting out of here. Oh yeah, gotta recharge the sonar or something. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. Got a fully charged sonar again. Yeah, we wouldn't want any of those sonar points to be down, right? Yeah, that would be a disaster down here. So yeah, it's important to save right there, and I'll tell you why when it becomes relevant. So for now, let's just continue. Somewhere in these 9 spaces is the item we are searching for. So, as always, we can start chopping off these question marks. And yeah, it's somewhere in here. In fact, I'm quite certain it's right here. What are we gonna find? Oh, the crane, it grabbed onto something. Well, pull it up. Ah, yeah, kind of looks like a ship, doesn't it? In fact, it almost looks exactly like Fina's old ship. Wow, what a coincidence. Oh, we did it. That's Fina's ship. Oh, great job. Aika, oh, hurry on and get it on board. Aye, aye. Fina, you'll finally be able to get home with this. Oh, yes, thank you very much. Dot, dot, dot. This means I'll have to leave you. Yeah, bittersweet. Oh, Fina, Oh, hang on, what was that? Oh, there was an explosion off the port bow. Vice, something's coming. Oh, well, well, look who it is. How unexpected. I found you, Vice. I still haven't forgotten what you did to my ship, the Chameleon, at Ixataka. This underworld will be your grave. I shall have my revenge. Revenge! Oh, that was the ship that DeLoco was building at Dangrel. Aika, did you secure Fina's ship? Oh, yes, it's on board already. Alright, all hands to battle stations. Here's our chance to finally rid the world of that psycho. Visibility is poor, so it'll be hard to hit him when he's far away. Try and attack from close range. Yes, thank you, Vice. Round 3. Fight! Vice, 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 the day for you to die is finally here. I'll destroy you and your ship and your crew and I'll kill you. Ha 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 ha! Ever one for words, DeLoco. So, yeah, once again, as we can see, there is nothing. We have no idea what's going on around us. But, just like against those fish, we have the magic of torpedoes on our side. So, let's try using both of those. And then, yeah, I think we can build up a bit of spirit. And let's see how that does. So the torpedoes go up. Yes, you are focusing. Now what you're supposed to do is pay attention to where he is relative to you. Well, if he can hit me, I could have hit him there, so round 2 would be a safe place to fire. But again, doesn't matter. I have torpedoes. And there they both go, 12,000 damage. Not too shabby. And you're still launching those cannons at me. But that's just fine. What are you gonna do, DeLoco? What are you gonna do? You're gonna turn around and leave. Okay, you are awaiting orders. So I would not have been able to hit him in this round. Vice, the visibility is too poor. I can't see anything. I don't know what's going on outside. If the enemy's ship is too far away, it will be impossible to see it through the clouds. We'll never be able to lock on with our cannons. Our only chance is to wait until DeLoco comes close to us. Watch his maneuvering patterns closely. So now, I think what I need to do, first of all, is launch torpedoes. How am I gonna arrange this? Right at the end, I think. Yes, that is the way it needs to be. Because I also want to use Increm. And then Enrique, you can, like, guard or something. It's very important that we do more than half of DeLoco's health in one round. And you will see why when it becomes relevant. Don't you worry, I will explain everything. Oh, 5,000 damage kind of hurts, actually. The chameleon packs a punch. Wow. Yeah, he's definitely hitting me with all these shots. But the torpedoes are about to come raining down. Well, DeLoco. Oh, you've got torpedoes as well. Okay, the sky is just filled with torpedoes. And here they come! Oh, boom! 18,000 damage! Yeah ha ha ha! Ah, not looking so good now, are ya, DeLoco? So you will note, I got experience, I got gold, and I got a bunch of items, including a captain's stripe, which is what you would expect to receive when you beat a boss, right? Well, as it just so happens, DeLoco's not done. No, no, no! How could the chameleon be defeated 3 times? Not 1 time, not 2 times, but 3 times! This can't be, this can't be. This all has to be a dream, an illusion. I refuse to believe it. Admiral, get hold of yourself. Dot, dot, dot. Admiral, are you all right? Ha 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 ha! This time, dear little Vice, I've prepared something special just for you. It's not over yet, Vice. I have one last trick up my sleeve. Fire the DeLoco harpoon cannon! Okay, well, if you were wondering when he was gonna use that thing, what was that? Ha 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 ha, I shall defeat you with a harpoon cannon just like you defeated me! I'll get you this time, Vice, I'll get you! Yeah, Vice Captain, now would be a good time to abandon ship. Your Admiral has lost it. And they are now tethered to us securely with a giant harpoon. You won't get away from me this time, Vice. Now, I will kill you for sure. Ha 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 ha! Okay, DeLoco, yeah, I'm actually not in the best shape right now. But now that I know he's serious, it's time to use Urala and get a bunch of spirit. It is time to heal, and it is time to guard. Because he is going to have a difficult time missing us when we are literally attached to one another. Yeah, the torpedoes might not be necessary, but they do damage. What are you doing? Silence? Really? You can use silence. I did not know that. Huh, well, I'll be. Okay. Guess I'm not using Increm, but that's not the end of the world. I think I've got plenty of firepower to spare. Huh, and these guns don't seem to be doing quite the same amount of damage. Well, I've got a full 72 spirit, and I'm gonna use it. So, yeah, we go cannon, we go torpedo, throw in the sub-cannons, why not? And let's try to recover a little bit of that. Yeah, he must be mad. He's casting spells and everything. But, unfortunately, I just don't think the Chameleon is a match for the Delphinus when it comes to sheer numbers. I'm pretty sure we've got this. Let's just use a deluxe kit here, just in case. And the torpedoes go up. DeLoco focuses. We bring the sub-cannons to bear. Yeah. You're in the red there, DeLoco. That's no good. Although, I've got to say, he's been very accurate. But it's not nearly enough. Ooh, that's gonna scratch the paint a little bit, I think. And now you will note, I got experience. I got gold. And I got the same items again. You see, this is sort of an oversight, it must have been, in the programming. Because I don't think you're supposed to actually beat DeLoco in round 1. If you get him down to half health, he runs away and then fires his harpoon cannon, and then we begin this round 2 when you're actually supposed to beat him. But if you do get him down to 0 health, then it seems to think that you actually won, and it just gives you all this stuff. So, yeah, this is like an extra captain stripe that I don't think you're supposed to have. And that's why it's so important to save before this, because it is very, very, very easy to not defeat him the first round. Believe me, it's taken me many tries. Oh, yeah, right, the pressure. Your ship is gonna collapse in on itself, huh? Oh, hot, hot, hot! Somebody help me, somebody tell me this is just a bad dream! Yeah. It's a bad dream, all right. Oh, looks like that's the end of Bubblehead. Yeah, but that was a tough fight. If we took on too much damage, we could have been stuck down here. Well, we retrieved Fina's ship. Let's go back up. This place gives me the creeps. Yeah, that is a good plan, Vice. Let's get out of here. Now, where was the way up? Was it just anywhere? Yes. Sunlight! Glorious sunlight! Oh, how wonderful. We are back in the area of the sky we're actually supposed to be in. Marvelous. And with all of that behind us, and DeLoco, quite definitively dealt with, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. We have Fina's ship, so in the next episode, I think we're gonna head back to our own Crescent Isle and see what happens. There might be a bit of a farewell in order. So, if you enjoyed this episode, then please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and I do hope that you tune in again next time for the next exciting episode of this. Till then, ta-ta!